Sensei, behind you!
Water clone jutsu. Can't be. Don't move. Now it's over.
The Oath of Pain.
Alright, now I'm gonna talk about the music of Naruto. The music of Naruto is kind of odd for me because I do really like almost all the pieces that are in Naruto. Like, I would give them a 5 or a 6 just on the pieces, which is maybe a little more than they deserve, but I would give it to them. But the problem is there aren't a whole lot of pieces, and the pieces that they do have are overused a fair amount. So this I'm also going to give a 4 out of 7, just because of the lack of variety. So, not that it has okay music, there's just other factors in play that are making me give it a 4 out of 7.
What are you thinking, charging at him by yourself? Even Sasuke couldn't get to him! We're only Ganin, we can't defeat a Jonin! What did you think you'd accomplish by that? The headband? That's what he wanted? Ah! Naruto! What in the world are you doing?
Hey, that one's a clone too! Sensei, behind you!
And now we move on to the dub. I don't hate the dub of Naruto. I don't love the dub of Naruto. I don't hate the dub of Naruto, though. There are only a couple of characters I have problems with. Naruto and Sakura. They can deliver their lines flat, especially early on in the series. This gets fixed as it goes on, and I can cut Naruto some slack because the voice actress of Naruto has only ever done live action or American cartoons. This is her only anime voice role. Nothing before, nothing since, so I can cut her some slack there. I'm not sure what Sakura's excuse is. She may have one. I didn't do enough research to find it. Oh! Yeah, so I'm gonna give this series a 4 out of 7. It's good, especially as you get on in the series, but some minor hiccups and nothing really impresses me to a large degree. So yeah.
Whoa! It's huge!
What? Quiet! I told you, no noise! Why do you think we're traveling like this, huh? Cutting off the engine and rowing? Moving through the dense fog so they don't see us.
Alright, now moving on to how much I personally enjoyed the series. Now, I really did enjoy this series. I mean, not just for the nostalgia that it brought me, because it did, because this was like the first anime series I ever watched other than Pokemon. And I watched Pokemon like when I was 2. So this is basically my first anime series that I watched. I didn't know it was anime at the time, but it is the first. And even now, I do still enjoy it. I like the characters. I really like the characters. I like the storyline, because it's just an interesting storyline, especially in the manga. The music and the dub didn't really have an impact one way or the other, and I could look over the things I really disliked about the animation, so that's fine. I'm gonna give this series a 5 out of 7. I think this is a great series. Alright, now finally we're gonna talk about how much Naruto had a long-term impact on the anime community. You don't need me to tell you this. If you are any kind of fan of anime, you've heard of Naruto and you know the kind of impact it has had. It has had movies, video games, merchandise up the wazoo! Yeah, it has had a huge impact, especially in America. It's one of the big 3 here, meaning Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. They're the 3 most popular, and it is one of the most popular in Japan. So I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 7. Naruto has had a huge impact on the anime community. Alright, so now before I tell you the final rating, I'm gonna give you my closing thoughts. I think Naruto, of the big three, is not the best. Yeah, it's not the best shonen, it's not the best of the big three. I'm not gonna say which is because I plan to review that one in the future, but it's not the best. I do like it, and it is good, and I would even say it's great for my personal opinion. But I can't say it's incredible, and I can't say you will definitely like it. So the final rating I'm going to give it is a 4 out of 7. I could have given it a 5 out of 7 because the aggregate score was right on the border, but I decided to give it a 4 out of 7 because of how long it is, and it is tedious to watch, and the filler. I can't in a good conscience call this series great to someone who didn't grow up with it. If you grew up with it, then yeah, I would say nostalgically it should give you at least a 5 out of 7. I would say it's great to you. But to anyone who's just picking up the series now, I'm gonna call it good, but no better. Also, I can't recommend you buy this series just because of the length. You should try streaming it. It's subbed through Netflix, and I think you can get it through either Crunchyroll or Hulu dubbed, but don't quote me on that. I don't have copyright of this series, of course, or I would be a millionaire and not doing this. The original story is by Masashi Kishimoto and is licensed over this side of the Pacific Ocean in manga format by Viz Entertainment under the Shonen Jump brand name. And the actual anime itself it's done by Period. It's the studio that brought you Bleach and Yu Yu Hakusho, so you know they kind of know what they're doing in terms of battle shonen, because they have two of the biggest series. Yeah, it is also licensed by Viz Entertainment, so yeah, do with this information, do it whatever you want with it. So, yeah, next week I'll be doing something not so mainstream. Next week, I lied. I'm not doing another video for a month.